Hey, what's good, guys? It's Luna here, and today I'm doing something that I actually love doing, like talking about stuff from like a long fucking time ago. I guess you could say like childhood stories, but this wasn't even like I don't even consider this childhood. I guess you could consider it. I was 14 when this happened, and it was just funny. I was on a school field trip actually, and I did something on accident that no joke almost got me, I guess, arrested. You could say by the fucking fat Paul Blart guy that worked there, and I thought it was kind of funny because just I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm going to talk about the whole thing. So if you like this childhood story, leave a like on it for more shit like this. And yeah, do more. So like I said, 14 years old, doing what 14-year-old Luna did, which is mainly just play a fuck ton of video games and dick around way too much at school. But I was getting by. I was doing my thing. And we had a field trip scheduled for this day at school, okay? And it was the one day where I was like, yeah, I'm actually going to show up and be excited for school today, right? So I went to school. It was a nice day out, which is fucking rare enough. My city itself is like the goddamn fucking asshole of the world. Like, no joke, I wouldn't even be surprised if my city just one day rained shit because we're just terrible with weather. And I got there to school, walked in, got on the fucking list, like the check-in list thing, because they were making sure everyone's, there before we left and got on a bus to go like an hour away. And we had a plan to go to the museum, a fucking museum. Not the most interesting field trip, but there was stuff to do there that was pretty fun, and we were kind of just going to wander off and do our own thing, me and my friends. And side note, little side story in the story, before we got on the bus, this mean-ass girl that I was having a conversation with before we left to get on the bus kicked me in my fucking nuts. Me and my friend were arguing with this girl, and I no joke just said Justin Bieber is a shitty artist, just to piss her off. Like, I knew they would make her mad, so I said it to be a dick. And she kicked me hard as fuck in the balls, like, just for that reason. And I know I kind of deserved it because I actually like his music and I was just saying it to piss her off. But no, fuck that. No one actually deserves that. Like, who deserves getting kicked in their genitals so hard that their kids will not have kids? That made no fucking sense. I'm just fucking around. I've actually had worse happen to me compared to this. So I think I'm all good. I think I'll be able to have children. I think we're fine. Actually, I don't really know that for sure. You really don't know until you try, and I'm not going to try anytime soon. So anyway, back on fucking topic. I got on the bus. Pain went away pretty fast because it wasn't that hard. I was just kind of messing around with the whole kids thing. Get to the fucking museum, right? Walk in, and the first thing I see is this little, like, I guess kiosk things that had, like, fucking toys and, just cool stuff that you could buy. And I got a telescope, a fucking personal telescope just to fuck around with because I'm immature. And I didn't get it to look at stuff. I actually got it to just straight up use as, like, this is so fucking childish. I had it like as a lightsaber. I was no joke spinning it around like one. I was fucking messing around with it, throwing it around. And then I dropped it the first time and my teacher yelled at me. She's like, Austin, stop messing around with that. I was like, okay, sorry. And I grabbed it. And we start walking through the museum. We're like touring it, whatever. And my teacher looks away and I just quickly yell at my friend. I'm like, I'm your father. And I fucking smack him with the telescope in the arm. And I felt like shit because first of all, there was a security guard that saw me who was pretty close. And this motherfucker, I swear, like, appeared out of thin air. Like, no joke, I didn't see him anywhere when I did it. But when I fucking do it, I look to my left, and this Paul Blart motherfucker is walking my way. And I'm like, huh, great. And I'm just thinking he's going to come up to me and talk to me, probably take away my telescope, because I'm childish as fuck and was hitting my friend with it and pretending to be in Star Wars. But he comes at me, and while he's coming at me, he's pulling out his little fucking handcuffs out of his back, like, belt thing. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not about to get arrested at a museum for hitting my friend with a telescope, am I? My friend wasn't hurt, keep in mind. He was laughing his ass off when the security guard was coming my way. Not to mention arrested at 14 at a fucking child's museum thing. So I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. And this guy was getting close, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I just ran. I just straight up ran away out of the museum. And my teacher was yelling my name. My fucking friend's parents were yelling my name. The security guard was screaming. He didn't know my name, but he was yelling. And I got out through the exit door, ran across the street to a little fucking diner thing, and just thought to myself, why would you do that? I probably could have just talked to this dude. He was probably only doing that to scare me with the handcuffs. You're 14, you hit a dude with a telescope, you're not going to fucking jail. Why would you run across the street? You just made everything worse. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, first of all, where the fuck did that guy come from? Because I swear he had like Harry Potter's cloak on or some shit. He was just sitting in the middle of the fucking museum, and he waits, and when someone does something, he just appears. But anyway, I sit in that diner for probably a total of a minute, and I was like, I gotta go back. So I decided to swallow my pride and just go and get destroyed by whatever I had waiting for me, right? And I walk across the street, walk in through the doors again, and the fucking dude who had the handcuffs was sitting there waiting, and another guy was waiting who was security. So it went from one to 2 Paul Blarts, okay? And I was like, okay, this is it. I'm about to, get whatever punishment I have coming to me, right? The dude comes up to me, the dude that had the fucking handcuffs in the first place, and I was right. He was just trying to scare me. He comes up and he's like, don't do that again. You had your teacher worried about you. And he walks me over to my class again and just puts me in the crowd with the class. I was like, this guy is fucking evil. Like, he just scares the shit out of kids with his handcuffs and then goes up to them and he's like, you had your class worried sick. Come back. Come on. Anyway, I went back to my class. My teacher yelled at me. She scared the shit out of me and banned me from the next field trip, so that was great. And I had to pretty much fucking hold her hand the whole rest of that time. Like, she would not let me out of her sight. I didn't actually have to hold her hand, but, And yeah, pretty much ended just anticlimactic as fuck. I thought I was going to be the first 14-year-old kid to get put in handcuffs or, like, scared shitless just for hitting someone with a telescope on the arm and not even hurting them. But that didn't happen. I know the story would be a fuck ton better if that did happen, but it didn't. So I'm sorry that I didn't get, probed by my own telescope. But I just thought it was a funny little story from, I guess, my childhood, and it was just kind of a funny incident. I actually was so scared of someone's handcuffs that I just dipped out of my field trip completely and ran away. And I feel like if I waited longer at that little diner place, they would have actually called the cops or some shit, but they didn't. But I hope you guys enjoyed this funny little story. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. I want more shit like this from when I was like 14. And yeah, see you guys all tomorrow. Subscribe if you're new. Peace.
My boss is a fucking bitch. Matter of fact, you could tell that hoe I fucking quit. I just got $1 for a raise. What the fuck is this? I can make more money on the train. Do a